Hello, hello. My name is Steph. If you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support or a little inspiration today, we are going to do a pick a card, scry some scrolls that have been born as shorts, so you can check out the shorts tab of the channel.
Jump.
We're going to scry for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on some tarot and oracle, and as well as you've heard, we have Ghost Tube kicking for any audio editions from the afterlife that may further add to our abstract and ancient Auric
Stephanie.
adventures. Yes. Overall, pleased to receive or release freely. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome home. I want to thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, your time, attention, and awareness, as truly your presence and perspective is powerful. So when you're ready, let's dig in and give it a go. All right. We're going to go with 1, 2, 3. There's also a fourth. This fourth is if you're a part of the second or third tier of the membership. So you're welcome to join us over there if you'd like, but no pressure. If you're choosing 1, 2, 3, or 2, 1, 3, or just 3, or just 1. So we have here is 1, 2.
Grave.
Yes, that is Spider Lily Grave. And 3. If you want to take a moment to see which one is calling you in, and our secretar and super secret society, you are Sunflower. All the links are below. I'll see you wherever you've chosen to go. Choose your own abstract adventure. You chose number 1. Welcome to Moldavite. Let's dig in. You know the drill as well. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. What you see, sense, or feel is your insights to expand the iScry experience, and we all become readers, and we all become the seers, all that kind of good stuff. You can drop an emoji as well. Give a girl a like.
Why
really
are you here?
Appreciated. So our muse is Moldavite. Glasses that have like the dual, like nearsighted, farsighted. What are those called? Bifocals. Sharp as a whip and soft as a pussy willow. There's an emanation, and it's like this shape. It's not circular or spherical.
Edward.
It's more triangular. There's a reaching out. How do I say? There's a connection here. There's actually 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. One feels two-headed. I'm burrowing.
How do you feel?
I feel like I'm burrowing. And I'm kind of asking, not asking for permission, but I'm definitely asking out of respect, whatever the space may be, to go deeper, to go within. There's also a Yoda in here. Okay, so this Yoda energy has projected out a smaller energy here. So it's like this guy or gal, whatever. But then this is a smaller version of it here. I'm talking to that energy. Something very slender, sleek, tall, almost like if you could like stretch out a worm. Something about, see these fingers like pointing in here. I almost kind of want to say, like, again, a bridge of the nose
Disfigured.
with the glasses, bifocal glasses. And then there's something about fly eyes. Fly eyes. Did you ever watch In Living Color? You can do what you want to do in living color. I don't know why those things are associated, but that's what it feels like. Courage. Oh, that's lovely. Courage in the cave
Rituals.
of ice. There's presence. Okay, so remember when I was talking about that shape up here? Like that's how it emanates more in like a, I'm going to say triangle form. And then here it is here. And once I gain access down here, it's almost like this point becomes this point. And it's like you can peek your head out with pride. More so of a proud than a pride. I don't really know what the difference is, but safe travels coming in the cave of winds of the mind. Is this an internal, subconscious, unconscious, emotional space here? But the Yoda,
Be quiet.
the Yoda, the Yoda. There's a very small story happening off to the side here, right there. It's construction in the unconscious, I think.
Philip.
Hi, Philip. Hi, Philip. There is safe travels through this. It's almost like driving through a space or place that's having construction. It's, or a shop that has construction around it or during renovations. It's like we're still open during renovations. This isn't for everybody, this energy. Because of the way it emanates, it kind of feels like a shark. And that's not comfortable for everybody. Growth of energy in the cave of hearth fires.
Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Lots of names coming through. And actually, when I was getting set up, the name Terry also was moving through. Terry was moving through some guilt and breathing. Like breathing free of guilt. So if you're here, if there's any sort of construction and the courage to even do that, because it's like, you know, when it's like, you got to do construction, say on a road, you know, it's going to be an inconvenience to the town, to the people, to the methods and the way which people travel habitually, like on the roads, like, you know, or if you're building a house or something like that, I don't know. Anyway, and you know, it's going to disrupt the sound environment of the neighbors for a while. The land is going to be disruptive. And I'm hearing like to have the courage to do whatever this is for you, even within oneself. If there's any sort of like air and emotional horizon, that's what I'm focusing on. That's what I'm focusing on. I feel very proud of myself. So I hope, you, we, me, I hope that you can feel that as well. I do. I don't mean to have a scrunch in my brow, but I tend to do that a lot. I have flipped the scroll. Yeah, balancing emotions. This is the balancing over here. And this is in the cave of rivers. And this is the cave of winds of the mind. And there's water in there. This moves differently. But the sharpness has value. It has value. It's like diamond geometry that inevitably is within the spherical, but I feel like I'm focusing on triangles maybe, or power dynamics. Golden goose. I'm pouring something out here. I'm pouring out heart. This is mature heart, because I'm seeing a jungle that's like the Amazon, very, very old, very, very mature, lush. It's lush, and it's like I can give from there. Maybe that's also relative to Terry with the breathing thing, because I was trying to catch my breath. And like the Amazon is like the lungs, or at least that's what I believe I've heard we call it and we say. There's also something about a waterfall. let go in the cave of earth. I did see those crabby arms on the other side, but I opted to go the other way. They're right there. The little pinch. So you might maybe cancer in your chart, or as a dis-ease, if any of these names have come
Library.
through, because there is a coffin here. Boingy. What? There's an owl in here. It's a person with an owl face, and they are wearing a certain kind of hat that kind of looks like a little epicray, because it reminds me of like a fisherman in like a horror movie, and it's like raining in the sea, and then there's this, typically it would be a horror movie, they coming out with a hook, but then they come into the light and they're an owl. They're a wisdom worker. They are concealed for a reason. Something about hearing. I feel like, okay, so this message may be for one. Thank you for holding space for that. I am hearing disembodied voices. The only thing that makes them disembodied is their physical expression has returned to ash. And I have had a safe travel in going back home after leaving my physicality. But existence, always.
I don't know.
I feel personally as Steph, IUE me, is that when I'm hearing these like disembodied voices, it's like, I don't know, is this me? And then I kind of wander into Sharon, Lois, and Bram. I am slowly going crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, switch. Crazy going slowly am I. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. Thank you, Moldavite. Let's grab on a river card and then we will move on. Card 15. You know me, I read art first, so if you see, sense, or feel anything, please. Well, it's actually, there's no words here. I'm so used to saying it, right? It's like the habitual road that we take in our.
Not feeling well.
In going, if you're not feeling well, love, you're more than welcome to hang out here and just kind of rejuvenate. Taking our usual patterns, maybe even in the emotions, maybe even our responses, reactions, whatever channel, personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, the yada of life. Yeah, my head is out of the sand now. I've had the courage to move through a certain fear. Moldavite seems to be a pretty potent energy about this. I am going to read the card from the artist just as an inspiration, but I'm going to give it a quick scry because I kind of feel like this bird head here, I want to plop it right in here. I don't know if I said goose arms or something along the goose. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to plop him in right about there. Give or take. Something about return to factory settings, rising above the chess game. Oh, no, it's not rising above it. It's getting a better view of the whole board. This looks like a starfish to me. I'm sure it's not from the artist point, but that's the way I'm seeing it, is a big old starfish. It feels very happy to see me, and I'm seeing this as an ostrich egg in the mouth of. It's turning into a jewel of some sort. The number 15 might mean something to you, or 6, 1 plus 5, or 5 minus 1 to 4. You do you if you're going up or down. The chess game. Generosity is the name of this game here, Moldavite. Once red was the opposite of white, and the opposing colors would be drawn up against each other on the chessboard. Back then, the players were different. They were exotic beasts, intelligent and competitive. When they engaged in friendly combat, they would play to win. But if they lost with grace and dignity, and always gave their opponents chocolate. Generosity. And I think, for me anyway, obviously, please follow your own intuition. Moldavite is a very specific kind of energy to work with. It's not for everybody. And I think that's the same as everyone, right? Like, everything's not for everybody. That's why there's everything. And for those that are working in whatever area Moldavite might be helping to unconceal and reveal, it's being very generous and or maybe affording a grace and generosity of the heart space. Yeah, I like that. All right. Thank you. I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. I'm going to head on over to number 2. Timestamps below if you're jumping around choosing your own adventure. So much love. Hello, number 2. We're here for the spider lily. Let's go. Pitter patter, get at her. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. Or keep to oneself. Drop an emoji. Any interactions are appreciated. There's like a praying mantis in my head here. I'm standing. I, you, we, me, plop yourself in wherever. There's a dog here with a sleeping cap on. Oh, there's lots going on. This dog is at my foot, and also maybe the foot of your bed, or maybe you've been sensing something at the foot of your bed. It does feel like an animal. But do you see, if I may, let's do that. If I was like laying, it's like this praying mantis is working on between the third eye and the crown, maybe soul star. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, indicate below. There's also something else happening at my between the third eye and the throat, so maybe somewhere.
Stop it.
Maybe you've been feeling it. Also, something under my chin is going on. Oh, for heavens and hot dogs, what? And HE double hockey sticks is going on. Oh, there's 2 ghosts playing, actually. There's 3. And I'm seeing the 3 ghosts from Casper. What is it, like, Skinny, Fatso, and something else? Not trying to be rude. I don't know. There's the 3 ghosts from Casper. They're kind of playing around me as I am. It's kind of like nurses. While this praying mant, I don't want to say mantid, even though I know it's something I'm supposed to like very clearly indicate praying mantis, whatever that symbol might mean to somebody. Because I am welcoming it. This praying mantis is pulling something out. This is not a bad thing. No, it's not. I don't know how else to say that. That's how I feel. Now these 3 ghosts though feel like nurses. They're having a lot of fun. It's almost like the children of this praying mantis almost. Like if you're with somebody and their kids are playing off to the side. And you're like, oh, they're just playing. They're fine. And they are fine. They're completely fine. They're learning something about the pieces too. The pieces of you. For some, this could be siblings. Other siblings. You could have, and here and now, if this message is for one, siblings that have passed or crossed over. And then I want to note, it's from like another space of siblings. And I love me some siblings. That's why you guys are all my I Scry siblings. Because my siblings are my favorite people in the world, planet, period. Alongside with pets. Right? And this is what it feels like. It
Not
feels like
feeling well.
spiritual siblings. And here, you keep saying this, and I want to note to it because I have a feeling there's something that maybe I haven't been feeling well about. Maybe it's, no, okay. It's the clutter here. It's the clutter. And when I say clutter, mm, so I can hear that hum, and I can feel my hum here. Do you know what it feels like? It almost feels like, I'm just going to say it, receiver release freely. There is a signal. Two rabbit holes. One signal, pineal gland. We're all familiar with it to some degree or another. And it's cleaning that up, like decalcifying or something along that lines. But there's another rabbit hole here where I don't know if it's signals. And that's what's being removed, is this piece of, like, the best way I'm going to say it without knowing anything, like nanotechnology. And I only say that because it seems like a very fitting modern term. Even though it's something small, it has big effects. And this is being removed because it's not natural. And if you're new here, you probably, or welcome anyway, sorry. But if you're not new here and you're an OG, love you for that. I think it's been mentioned before, like a natural intuition and a non-natural intuition, that there's been an insert. It kind of has the air of that, but again, I feel like I'm throwing out science terms and I'm not qualified to do that, but I'm going to leave it there. You'll do with it what you will. Okay, thank you. All right. I see you guys bending down. I'm seeing Oompa Loompas. These Oompa Loompas have Keebler elves hats. Hats that are Keebler elves. They are doing some form of
throat.
Yeah, they are attached at the throat. They're doing something at bending at the knees. It is Spider Lily as our muse, so thank you. And if somebody has passed, please know that they are at peace, even though the grieving process, while maybe still acute, or can jump in acutely, maybe you are getting help or therapy group work to help work through the group. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. You're going through grief, but you can absolutely ask and receive help to move through that very potent energy that feels like a poisoned apple. And whoever this spirit is for you, and if you came from number 1, you would know that a lot of names came through. A Terry, a Jennifer, I can't even remember, maybe a Richard, I don't know. So they are sending out peace, this spirit in the afterlife, human spirit, past.
Watching.
Yeah, they are watching, because it hurts to watch their loved ones move through grief too. Did I say that well? I hope so. I'm also milking a cow. Soul healing coming in the cave of ice. If any of the artistry stands out to you, because that's what it feels like in here, like they're giving it out. If I could put, kind of looks like the Gerber baby all grown up. Do you remember the Gerber baby?
Jose.
No way, Jose. Right in there. Also something maybe about purple. Cave of Winds. Listening. Was it this one? Oh, I haven't flipped it yet. Maybe it was the OG one. Or, sorry, number 1. Let me take a look at it quickly. Sorry. Something about... Was it the Yoda? The Yoda listening? I can't quite remember now. I'm already all...
Slowly.
Liminal, liminal. Okay, that's fine. I'll move through it because there's something about like flushing. Now, I also feel like the colors of my life in some way, shape, or form, whatever channel this may be in corporate creative, blah, 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 blah. It's like some colors of you, I, we, me have gone from vibrant to matte, which isn't bad if you know what that you've chosen that finish. But it's almost like there's something around me. Again, it's kind of like in that pineal gland thing or that nanotech that has like matted something down. And as I move through, even through grief,
Sister.
if I may wander through there, if your sister has passed or you're the sister of somebody that has passed, they want you to know that they're helping you. Please listen, please listen, please listen. It could have also been something in regards to a substance, like a poisoning substance. Meditation in the cave of hearth fires. Sit in that cleansing. And maybe even like a ceremony. It's like
You're
throwing
listening.
one of those... If you ever had a campfire and you buy those packets, I'm assuming they're like a chemical or there's something in there anyway, and you throw it on the fire and it makes it all colorful. It's like I want to have color back in my cheeks. I want to have color back in my life. Now, I'm not necessarily talking. I'm just expressing how I'm feeling. Like, I'm a very subdued person, but I love color, right? But that's me. Me personally, I blend abstract and old, ancient that way. But this feels like the energy of me, like my chakra systems. And I kind of want to like cleanse the palette and refresh my palette of paints or colors. This is maybe representing of energy or the people around you. I don't know what it is. And even if it's in a state of grief somehow, the beauty of like
What is your name?
like there's at least 8. It's like working through all the 8. I know 7 chakras, but then 8 as well, the infinite energy source. And I feel this again. And it's like this, I sit in this and I feel that. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but there it is. Color in my cheeks, color in my life. And sorry, what I was saying, it doesn't mean you're going around, walking around in like vibrant clothes. Maybe you are. Maybe that's, a way or a vibrant bracelet
16.
or a vibrant pair of shoes. Vibrant to you. I'm not giving a hoot or a toot about externally what is too much or too little, vibrant or not. This is your palette. Your palette. All right, sorry, I flipped it. Did I say? Yeah, I said okay. Leapfrog, and I'm seeing deer leap. It's actually quite beautiful. I'm watching a scene of that. A scene.
Follow me.
Yeah, they're here. I'm here. And they're preparing to put something on me. Like I'm being cloaked or dressed or supported. Like if you were to pull a blanket over a person. I was going to say a baby, but a baby, anyone that you care about. If you saw them sleeping on the couch without a blanket, and you would pull the blanket up over them. Now, I don't know if this is like a cloak or a blanket or a shawl. There's something about you living, me, here and now. There's either 4 specifically or 4 different people from different footprints, frequencies that are very hold on. Sorry, not sorry.
Don't leave me.
No, I'm not going to leave you. Self-mastery in the cave of rivers. All the chakras. Flushing them out. Maybe I'm in a detox. Maybe this is why it's hard to talk. It's like getting out of the bath or a shower, or you've done something really promising for the surrounding people. Maybe this is your family. Maybe this is your career, your pillars, your people, your pillars, your planets, your sun, moon, rising, etc. I don't know. It's not for me to worry about. But there's something about you being embodied.
Library.
Cave of Earth, rebirth. You know what's weird? I'm a little nauseated. Maybe some of you are pregnant. Congratulations. You might also be having an indigo child or a crystal child or whatever that is for the next. Like, I don't know specifically if like indigo children are from this year to this year. Crystal children are from this year to this year. Rainbow children are from this year to this year. So maybe it's like a rainbow child or whatever that concept that we've conjured to communicate the expression of, because they're like a mixture of two. Again, this hybridization. They're a mixing pot, but they got to come into like a single. There's also, sorry, that Hershey kiss in there. I love it. I love it. Somebody, I think it's like a sister. It is a feminine energy, female expressed. And it's like coming into this, bloom, a bloom, like one leaf, but it expresses all of them of one's own self-mastery. Again, I think it's standing out. It was the card in number 1 of Moldavite at the end of the river card, which was 15. Yes, or did I lie about that? Yeah, it was 15. 1 plus 5 to 6, or 5 minus 1 to 4. Doesn't, okay, self-mastery. But it's like the multi-dimensional mastery of self, or multimodality. And that's why there seems to be all this work, because it's, so there's also something like, did I say implanty? Ugh. There's a whole other thing going on here, and I can't. I am not really, I'm kind of indifferent to it myself as Steph. Okay, nonetheless, I want to note as well, like right in this shape here, and subtly is this, the inside of this butterfly. I feel like I've made this message really confusing, so I apologize. But it is what it is. Pink flamingo and dodo birds. An emerald city in the mind.
Closed.
All right, we're getting ready to close. Okay, sorry. Thank you to whomever is the muse of Spider Lily. Thank you so much. Okay, here's our river card. If any of the artistry stands out, you know me. Follow the art. Card 46 or 10.
Bring it to me.
And I shall read. The Night Walker. Well, I feel like we started coming in from the night. Sorry, there's also somebody with
Can you
glasses.
hear
She used to
him?
wear glasses. The moon draws him from his cave and washes his features with a chalky light. It leads him across the wilderness, pulling at his feline blood. Even if he had wished to resist, he would have been unable. Soon he breaks into a trot, and then he is running through the night, bewitched by his lover's luminous face. Rapture. Those deer were running. The whole night thing has been here. It's almost like if grief was a person. Grief of consciousness. All right.
Move it.
Kind of feels like the beginning, very much so, when all this work. If I could slide him in there. It's also bringing me into. I don't think it's actually, as I'm getting ready to close out here. I don't think it's the Avatar movie, but I don't think it's actually Avatars, but I could be wrong because it's been a very long time since I saw the movie. Do they? I know they're blue, but are they like cat-like? Yeah, maybe that's that weird thing I was seeing where I was hesitating to say, like, they're almost like robotic, like Westworldy. And the inspiration of Avatar is that they're an avatar. Like we have digital avatars. And maybe our meat suit is an avatar. Organic, but nonetheless an avatar. Anywho, I hope that did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to head on over to number 3, which is Martyr. I will see you there if you're joining me. And if not, I will see you again soon. So much love. Bye. Hello, number 3. Stepping in for Martyr. Let's go. Pitter patter. So you know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. Drop an emoji. Give a girl a like. What am I seeing here? It's moving really, really quickly. Changing form. Something about a clear umbrella.
I see you.
Menstrual cycles. Something about a giant. A giant. And the ants are helping the giant, or they work with the giant. Am I in a landmass? What is this music again? Martyr. Is it the big bad wolf that says, "My, those are big eyes you have. Easy to see you with, my dear." I also kind of feel like I'm looking at a bug that's been stepped on, but can still see, like it's still alive. I hear drilling sounds.
Second.
Oh, who are you? Ooh. Oh, and then who are you behind it? Like, okay, so, sorry, I'm going to try and bring you with me. There's a being right here. And then behind that being, this roundness, those are the eyes. Like, that's the head. And then I can, like, follow the shirt here. I want to call it, like, babushka. Like, my babche. It definitely like nesting dolls. Thank you. And I think this being comes out of this nesting doll. I feel like I could really, really wander into that concept. Like that's the big nesting doll, and
I
that's,
told him.
I don't know, a smaller version of the nesting doll, but now it's full body form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guides. Something about a pink heart, pure heart. Pink heart, pure heart. Or maybe you're working with the pink ray. I'm very, very chilly here in number 3, Martyr. And if that muse means anything to you, by all means, follow that. I just always like to remind myself that there's a totality to a word, whether you land on the good or not good side, right? It's like manipulation. Not great if you're doing it to somebody else, but great if you're doing it with clay and you're going to make a vase and something
Amazing.
something amazing with it. Working with that element, asking permission, co-creating, co-molding. There's also something utilitarian here coming in, like something for utility. I kind of want to say futility too, but I don't really know what that word means all of a sudden. Card coming in to inspire. You are the truth seeker, awakening, actualizing, transcending. What was all that pink? How can you invite more grace to guide you? Well, you have 6 guides. At least 6 guides. And set of eyes. I'm going to say exactly the way I heard it when I talked about the squish bugs. Like, I've been a bug before. I know what it's like to get stepped on. I know what it's like to be squished. I know what it's like to be small. This is why the ant is helping the giant. Because they know what it's like, and it's relative. It's relative. That giant might be an ant in a different energetic space or something else. Maybe even just concept of power.
Hag.
Yes and no, but nonetheless, it's yeah, okay, it's fine. It's relative. It's relative. There's also some, like with the nesting doll, I know when to layer myself to be smaller or larger accordingly. And it protects each version of me, like the nesting dolls here. The nesting dolls here. But this energy coming forward, it's a straight, like straight on view.
He won't leave.
But there's something I also want to know, like just in a sidebar kind of scry. There is something about traveling through space and time. I'm not trying to be imaginative. I think it's number 2 I did. Was it Spider Lily maybe? Or was it Moldavite? I don't need to worry about which one it was. I lost my train of thought. Maybe not to say. That feels weird too, but okay. Maybe it'll come back. It's like opening up like a runway.
Bribed.
Cave of Winds. Opening up like a runway. Why do I feel like that might... Everything is a reflection. Hold up the energetic mirror. What do you need in your life that you're currently not getting? $11. Gateway.
Real.
Well, isn't that an interesting thing to think of? Because I feel like with the blues are up here and the pinks are down here. Here's the thing. There's something about that concept or construct of reflection or projection. I am nobody that knows anything about this, but I'm going to throw the word out there, the term, and if it inspires, you'll follow suit. But it's something about like the human design. Is it projector, manifestor, whatever the case is? There's something about that. I feel like projector, reflector, maybe no projector, generator, manifestor. There, maybe even in those terms. And holding up the energetic mirror, it's like romper room.
You're listening.
But here's the thing, I don't want to hold up the mirror to everyone else, like be holding the mirror and being like, this is you, it's not me, this is you. You know what I mean? I'm sure that's not a great way of saying that, but there it is. Because I kind of feel like when I step out into this energy, if for a moment, and maybe you can relate why it's coming up, that's how I feel. It's like just like a bunch of mirrors at me with all like these signals going on. It's like, no, it's right. And if you're standing there in whatever this place is that I'm imagining, and it's just a bunch of mirror reflections at you, but they're all at you. So then you, let's just say I, you, we, me, hold up the energetic mirror. It seems like, is this a great way to communicate? Because it's just okay, but there it is. I don't want to be rebellious to it or difficult to it, but in that moment of seeing it that way, it's like, oh, okay, it's a lot. It's a big theory. It's a big concept. It also in and of itself is paradoxical as reflective. So this is almost like the thing that kind of inspires me to be a little bit, because like I would like to think it would want me to be a little bit rebellious to it, because the reflection of the reflection of the reflection. You know what I mean? Anyway, so there is that. And something about the gateway, which comes up in here as well with card 11. And just this feels gateway-y to me. Whatever that gateway is for you. Something about basketball as well is coming through. Something about, when you do a sport or something, more like a hobby or very relaxing, less competitive. Like, it's like, oh, let's just go shoot some hoops in the driveway. It's like a very relaxed way of practicing skills. And having them become actually organic, like natural.
Spirits are here.
Wonderful, thank you. Cave of Earth Fire. Oops, thank you. There is strength in doing nothing. Wait, what have you been forcing, and how can you let go of the outcome? Maybe the outcome is the reflection. I'm a giant again. I really like this card. I feel like the coloring of these cards and the scroll. Also, in the spirit of our muse, Martyr, it's almost like sometimes, have you ever been in the situation of trying to help another, we enable without knowing? Or maybe we know, but it's serving us to be in a situation where we're in the power position of being the helper versus the hindered or the herder. And sometimes the helper is really a hinderer, and a hinderer is really a helper, I guess, in that whole reflection. And don't get me wrong, I very much so compassionate to that, like, the infinite kind of flow of through this and the reflectiveness, but we're human. You can, at least for a moment, I'll admit it, just sometimes it makes you want to throat punch people, because it's just like, oh my God. Including maybe our own reflections in the mirror.
Can you hear him?
What do I need to let go of? What do you need to let go of? The questions are very prompting. And you know what's really interesting? I don't know if it's in this moment, because I can't really consider or remember. I really enjoy the words, there's strength in doing nothing, wait. Everything is a reflection, hold up the energetic mirror. You are the truth seeker awakening. It's the question at the end that kind of makes me want to throw punch. I don't mean to be so dramatic, but you know what I mean. Like, the statement was enough. This feels aggravating. But they're prompts. So I, you, we, me, I in this moment feel aggravated, but it's prompting that. And I'm trying to, at least in this very moment together, I'm actually trying to discern in real time in the moment. Are you prompting for the aggravation? to see something or to just aggravate, because that's an emotional currency feeding something else. Again, in the cycle of abuse. And I'm not trying to be triggering. I really hope I'm not. I'm all up triggered in here for some reason, but we're going to work through it. It's fine. Because I don't want to deflect the reflection.
Come outside.
And be like, no, it's not me, it's you. And I also don't want to just fall into, oh, it's me. It's always me. Yes, you know what I mean? Like, there's something going on here. And there is strength in doing nothing. And I kind of feel like that's really good advice. Less the words underneath it at this time. I did flip the scroll, if that wasn't noticed. In the cave of rivers, you can radically change your results by shifting your beliefs. Full stop. And then the question, what belief is limiting you? Okay, I'm going to wander into the scroll because I feel like this is very lovely. First of all, somebody, I think she also came through and two, something about a sister that has passed away. She keeps showing up over and over and over again. I don't know, I just got to say she keeps showing up. There's also something about the show the movie City of Angels. And there's also something about like Stranger Things in the Upside Down with the gateway of the mirror reflections of one-on-one, because they're sitting here as well.
You are funny.
There's somebody indigenous stepping forward through. Oh yeah, they come in with a presence. They're not commanding, nor are they demanding. They just are a presence. They also have help, like they have helpers. This the best thing I can call it is indigenous. How far back you want to go to that, it's up to you. They are well regarded. Maybe it's like you don't even roll out the red carpet. This is like there's an energetic rolling out of a carpet for this energy. Is it welcoming it in?
Electric.
It's like in the space between these two. And I'm in here. Something about Cheetos. I don't know, random, but there it is. And also turkeys is it hens or turkeys? It's definitely not peacocks. Maybe like pheasants. There's an elixir here. This indigenous energy that stepped forward, they're just pausing. Which is really nice. The way I'm feeling it is, they're just allowing me to be as they are stepping forward and just being a presence. They're just allowing me to be. It kind of feels really nice. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me emotional. Just be, just be. There's like a telepathic communication, and it's all very calming, emotional, but calming. In the cave of earth for heaven's earth, card 36,
Cover.
Leader of the light. That's the statement. And then the question, should you care? What are you being called to serve and support? Where are you being called to serve and support others? Maybe that's that mojo medicine bottle. cracked glasses. Serenity. Grounded
Cover.
emotions. Centipede, millipede. I feel like I'm looking at a drywaller with stilts, on stilts of some sort. But I feel like they have a skill set in why they're on these stilts. I'm associating it with like a drywaller or somebody doing something up on a ceiling. They need to be taller. Something about polo as well. So where are you being leader of the light? And maybe this is part of this indigenous energy stepping
Show
forward.
yourself.
They just step forward. They just are. It's like if they just are being, and let's for simplicity's sake say they are just being in this light. And I'm standing here, I, you, we, me, and it's like you are a reflection of everything and everyone. But something by design. There is strength in doing nothing, just standing, just being in the presence of. And what is that? What a beautiful thing for that, say this, insert any deity or energy that would feel respectful for you to be in the presence of. And they want you to do nothing to celebrate them, but your presence is enough. Is.
Stay with me.
So imagine if that's the reflection, that they too are stepping forward for you to reflect into them. Like, that's... And it's like, oh, should I do something? Should I get... And the wisdom is, we are here doing nothing but to reflect beautifully those mirrors of light and of shadow. And it's almost like it harmonizes the line. There's nothing we need to do but maybe to feel that and embrace that. And it might, in some way, shape, or form, almost feel like a radical release, actually. Okay. That was wild. I'm back. I'm going to add on a river card and then I'll close out. If you are part of the second or third tier, secreter, or new super secret society, we will be doing our first live soon. So please bear with me, but we will get there and we'll form deeper connections. All right. Let's grab a river card and close out Martyr. Card 43, 7, or 1 if you're doing 4 minus 3. Any of the artistry is standing out. I want to associate in here specifically with this Cave of Winds. I will say my heart is very, very full here. And maybe you have more to give, and maybe you, I, we, me might associate with more to give means we need to do more versus just emanate in beingness and essence. Like there's nothing to do. You don't need to put on a dance. You don't need to do anything. It's like with this indigenous priest or priestess coming through. It's like, I want to do something. Should I roll out the red carpet? Do I want to get your favorite flowers? Oh my goodness. Like we would think of like a celebrity nowadays. Like, oh, they're going to have their specifics. This energy. They just simply want you to be present for their presence because they would like to be in your presence. Card 43, before I get too distracted and yammer on way too long as I normally do. The blind. The blind are leading the blind. Confused and lost, they stumble through a tunnel of night, hunger driving them forward. If they survive, and that's not guaranteed, their eyes will eventually uncloud, their feathers will sprout, and they will one day take to the sky. But till that day, they will be potential fodder for the crows. Fear. Yeah, well, I feel like I can definitely say I'm like in this paradoxical reflection, deflection of whatnots, holding up all these mirrors, and there's all these mirrors, and it's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. There's too much. So it's kind of like we put sunglasses on to dim all the lights. I also got a note for some the way I was seeing that. And also at the end here, when they came through like celebrity shine. And I don't mean that in just actors, like, because they're professional pretenders, right? So we got to be mindful too, while they've chosen that profession and they have a skill set there.
Disagree.
That they are professional pretenders. So their personal point of view, we can never know if it's coming from from lines in a book, even if it appears to be very emotional, appears to be sincere. It's ironic, like in this day and age, that we kind of, or what appears to be like, oh, celebrities say this, or they endorse this, or this is the side they take on something, when they are literally paid professional pretenders. And grateful that some of them are so skilled at that and can help us envelop ourselves in different expressions and emotions and situations. But it's almost kind of like a consequence of that. Your personal point of view is never, I shouldn't say never, that's a harsh way of saying that, but it's meaningless because there's always the potential you are being paid. Somebody has scripted lines for them to say. Okay, so anyway, it's not the point. So
Scry.
yes, we get off topic real fast. The point being is, somewhere along that line, it's like we put sunglasses on. If there's a lot of limelight on you, and I want to bring in the positiveness of celebrity, because yes, you can have a voice, or nowadays it's changing forms. What is a celebrity, or just lights, camera, action? It's changing, and I'm not talking about lights, camera, action like it has to be videos or this or that or whatever the case is. Even just like spiritual light on you. Shadows as well, attention, and if that's something that you're calling forward, and then it's like the lights might go on and be like, oh, do a little dance for everybody. Sometimes your aware audience that you're connected with on a deeper level, there's no song and dance you need to do. You reflect them, the beauty of them, and vice versa. I'm sure I am butchering this, and I hope it is coming through in the grandest way that it actually feels for me in this moment, because it feels like all those lights, and we put our sunglasses on, even talking about the sun, and you should only be in the sun for so long before it's going to burn. It's like you want to energetically be in certain spaces that feed, co-feed the hunger, the blind, whatever the case is, to fill the battery but not overheat. Warm and cool.
Why?
I feel like I've gone way off track here, but I hopefully somewhere it makes sense, because it feels just so layered, literally like this rose, like just layer beyond layer beyond layer beyond layer, and I'm not quite, because I can feel the hunger. I can be blind and still see. It's a little bit confusing, I'm not gonna lie. Martyr.
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you. I'm gonna let you go too, because I feel like I'm just making this worse. Thank you so much. I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain, and I will see you again soon. So much love. If you chose number 4, sunflower, you're going to hit up the link below in the description box, because it's for the Secret Society. Secret Tour, 2nd or 3rd tier. I will see you there.